Boston Stadium sets the stage for France against Morocco tomorrow, a rematch of the 2022 semi-final in Qatar. Ahead of it, French World Cup winner Frank Leboeuf gave us his thoughts on Morocco's strengths.
You have talent everywhere. Starting from Hakimi to that Bouhaddi and to some others, the Saibari. I don't know if it will be on the field back, but they have talent everywhere and they have a real tactic. They know how to be patient. They know how to counterattack. So you have to respect them. I think France are better and should win, but if you don't respect Morocco, you're going to be surprised.
Yes, and this is what we see when we look at France against Morocco and what we've seen so far from them. Morocco knocked out a co-hosting Canada comfortably. They beat the Netherlands on penalties and they drew 1-1 with Brazil in their opening game. As for France, it had pretty much been plain sailing for them until they put the flair aside and had to show their fight against Paraguay. But Frank did mention Achraf Hakimi and his importance for Morocco. And that's just what the boys are talking about over at the Sandbox today.
Thank you, Kay. I want to focus on the role of Achraf Hakimi and how important he is for Morocco and how important his role is going to be in terms of attacking and defending for Morocco. Everything that Morocco does in the attack seems to go down the right-hand side because Hakimi is not your typical right back. A typical right back would take this position as El Anawi gets the ball. Instead, Hakimi, more times than not, he's already up here. He's already ahead of the ball. He's already ahead of Barcola, who would be the attacking player for France. He would be ahead of the attacking line of France. And so as El Anawi finds him with the ball, let's assume that he's going to find him. Well, is he going to find him with the ball, Nate?
He's going to find him with the ball.
Yeah,
okay. He's going to be patient.
Okay.
Can't pass it too soon.
And now Hakimi, because he's a guy that doesn't think defensively first, okay, I'm going to combine. Here we go. There, all of that. He's going to do all of that. But in the meantime, Natum, what's happening? Oh, what's happening with this space?
Yes.
What is indeed happening with that space? And when Hakimi is committed forward, then I'm concerned about the roles of El Anawi and Bouhaddi. Are they coming across? Is Diop coming across? Are they recognizing that? Because if you want him to be your outlet, you have to have the discipline of this guy's covering here, or Diop covering here, and El Anawi tracking in this sort of space, and the other center back coming across. And Masraoui better not think that he's going anywhere because he is going to have to come and defend. Now, you tell me, you're a center back. You see Hakimi, who is your playmaker, really, even if he is a right back, and he gets forward, what do you want the rest of the team to look like?
I think this is a great point that you've made because you are right. Hakimi is the heartbeat of this team. He's been the heartbeat for Paris Saint-Germain as well. And to mention Paris Saint-Germain, somebody in Bradley Barcola is playing against his teammate. So he knows what his tendencies are, but so's the same for Hakimi. Does Hakimi know that he can play the same game that he's played throughout this tournament? Maybe not. Are France going to have more of the ball? Is it going to be a case of Morocco trying to get their foot down and sort of move the ball as well? It poses a really interesting question, but behind it, you're exactly right. From the Morocco standpoint, they have to be organised if someone like Hakimi is going to be able to thrive in this game. Because if they don't, they'll be the same as every other team that France have come up against through this tournament so far, and they will get torn to pieces. But it's a brilliant matchup. It's a case of who will show their personality more.
Well, and if indeed that's the case, and Hakimi doesn't get forward, then France have an advantage. But if Hakimi pushes forward, does that give the advantage still to France because they're spacing behind him in something that Morocco's going to have to figure out?
Julien Laurent joins the show now. He has time for us little people, covering soccer, the world's most popular sport. The news is that he went on NBA Today.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to see you back with us.
That's nice.
On the soccer coverage that the channel has to offer. Jules, what did you make, Jules, of their Sandbox today, looking at Morocco?
Yeah, very good again, obviously, and they're right. I think that right-hand side, Hakimi especially, but also his relationship with Brahim Diaz on the right-hand side against Lucas Digne at left back for France, and very likely after tonight's training, Désiré Doué at left wing and not Bradley Barcola like we might have expected. I think it's one of the keys of the game, probably the biggest key of the game. If you can restrict the influence that Brahim Diaz and Hakimi will have on this Morocco attack while exploiting the space that Hakimi might leave behind him by his movement and his runs forward, then I think the French will have a great chance in transition, really. So Nedem was right as well. There's a lot of players, there's 5 PSG players in this France team who all know Achraf Hakimi so well. So I think the French will be prepared. I think they might have a plan against the Brahim Diaz, Achraf Hakimi link up on that right-hand side.
Any team news to bring us, Jules?
Yeah, so Doué is the starter. The other big news was that Tchouaméni was back at training with the team, which is very important. He missed the Paraguay game in the round of 16. He's not going to start tomorrow. I think it's a bit too early, but at least he's there on the pitch, which is not the same for Saibari from Morocco, who was not at training today, which means that he will miss the game, and that's a massive blow, I think, for Morocco not to have arguably their best forwards.
Are the odds as it stands right now of who will be going on to win the World Cup? It is time to find out, though.
Krieger,
If Ali Krieger agrees with the odds makers. Krieger.
Yes.
Big jump after those four, isn't it?
So here, France and Morocco, we'll start there. France, I think they have they have so much quality, and I think they're going to take this. Spain over Belgium, I think just control and the possession and the quality that they've shown, I think that'll be a win for them. England for sure. Holland can obviously affect any game. Oh. Thank you. But England, they have different abilities and different tactics to win, so that will be them. Argentina, Switzerland will make it difficult for them, but I think ultimately with the Messi magic and the mentality that they showed last game, they'll get through. Moving on here. This will probably be one of the best games of the tournament, but a complete team, I think, with France. And then their pace and transition, I think, is going to win.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I do think England's going to take this for the first time and get through. So you're welcome to all the England fans.
I'll do the right thing.
And then finally,
here we go.
I do think France is going to win again.
Oh.
I know. I'm sorry, Natum and Kay.
Oh.
But that is my decision. The
Oh.
depth, the quality, the talent, I think they're unmatched.
And more importantly, you got through this without going back and forth. So there you go.
Today I'll even
I need
get
a
involved
recovery.
myself.
I need a recovery. Run.
Okay, Nadim.
Right.
What have you got for us?
Okay, so if this doesn't go well, it's because I'm lacking match practice. I've had some time back in England, not focusing on the football. But I'm going to start here, France, Morocco. And I think for this game, I can't help but see France getting their way through. But I think this will probably be the tie of the round. And meeting France in that other semi-final, I'm going to go with the rankings. I think it has to be Spain. Belgium, they've had a great run. They did really well, obviously, against the USA. But I think that's going to be that semi-final. And then this one, hold on a second. Is my bias about to come out? Yes, it is. So I'm going for England beating Norway in what will be a tough game for England, because not least of all because these players, they know each other, play against each other throughout the season. And then on the other side, I can see all the Argentinians saying, of course it's Argentina. And I think they're going to be right. Like, I'm not really someone that believes in FIFA too much, but I think they've stumbled upon the 1, 2, 3, 4 in terms of rankings and getting these teams into the Final Four. And then from here, it's going to happen.
Get through this or what?
It's going to be France. It's going to be France. I think Spain aren't dynamic enough to be able to beat France, in my opinion. And then on this side of things, I think we're going to set up a final that we haven't seen before. England, France in the final. Yep, clearly. I've been to England recently.
Ay, mama.
And then, do you know what?
Ay, mama.
Do you know what?
Ay.
Do you know what?
Ay. No. Oh. Oh,
what?
it's coming home.
It's coming home. And I'll see you guys there. See you guys real soon, yeah? What do you think about that?
You at the parade?
Yeah, I will definitely be at the parade. Don't even worry about that.